So a lot has happened in between episodes. I took a couple days, uploaded some Mass Effect, did all that in order to jump on and do some work in our Thorium world before jumping back in to actually record. So first thing that happened is I did some crafting, because as it turns out, after we had tried the Brain of Cthulhu last and we killed a bunch of those little eyes, just like what happens when you kill sections of the Eater of Worlds, some Crimtane dropped and I made myself a Deathbringer pickaxe. This is important because this is going to make a huge difference as to what we can do next, because this is able to mine Hellstone, right? And that just tells you everything you need to know. But we're going to try some typical progression first before we jump to Hellstone. I'm not going to just go jump to doing Hellstone right now. We're going to go to the desert, get some fossils, and try making the sitar and see if that does anything. Second thing is I found us I have autopause on. Let's turn autopause off. I found us the Goblin Tinkerer. I obviously built up this house, so I turned that like block house into something that looks a little bit better for the time being. I haven't done any of like the stuff on the outside to make the area look cooler, but this is good enough for now. So we got the Goblin Tinkerer, who, important to note, sells the cork grease. We bought the workshop and the rocket boots, and then with the cork grease and a pad of paper and the high quality reed on the Tinkerer's workshop, we made ourselves a band kit. So increases symphonic damage by 8%, increases symphonic playing speed by 8%, increases inspiration regeneration rate by 8%. That's actually a nice one for us because we were having issues with that. I went ahead and upgraded our boots to Spectre boots. We could do the lightning boots, but we need the anklet of the wind, which we haven't found in the jungle yet, and the aglet, which we haven't found at all yet. I made the blue horseshoe balloon, and I'm currently using a guitar pick because I'm using stringed instruments primarily, but I also have all the other accessories here. So I've got the tuner, I've got the mouthpiece, I did get that egg, and I've got the plunger mute. So that's kind of like in general what happened. I also turned in a bunch of ingredients to get a ton of food, which I'm not going to use, but we'll dump this in. I'm going to use one of them for now, but I'll dump the rest of this food in here. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that hunter potion. Had a few of those in order to find the stupid Goblin Tinkerer. Let's see. So I made a elevator. Kind of. I haven't gone all the way down, but I made one which actually linked up everything that we were exploring over here with everything over here. This is where that stupid Goblin Tinkerer died when we first found him, right? What a rage moment that was. That was fun though. So then I went, cleared out over here, and yeah, now everything's linked up down there. I also went completely left and completely right by looking for that meteor, which had landed off over here. So just kind of give you an update on the world thus far. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about our progress. We could still summon the boss with the bloody spine. And was there any other NPCs that showed up? I don't know if there was. I don't think there was. I think we basically got all of the NPCs that we were going to get. I don't necessarily want to move the... Actually, you know what? I kind of want to move the guide and the nurse in over here just so I can have them over here, but at the same time, maybe not. All right, so we're going to go to the desert. I'm going to try and see if we can finally mine that fossil. And if we can, I guess I'm going to search for fossils. All right, will it work? Oh my goodness, it works. We can finally get desert fossils. So obviously the desert fossil you use in the, what's it called? That one device that like filters it all down, and then we can get what we're looking for out of that. I picked up a Spelunker potion. There's a chest there. Really, the Spelunker potion doesn't pick up on the desert fossils. Interesting. I thought it would. Why is it not letting me up there? Oh, the Extractinator. That's the name of it. Just came to me. Yeah, we need to find an Extractinator, which I believe you find in these desert chests. And then pick up any more fossils we might get. I am actually fairly surprised that desert fossils don't show up on the Spelunker potion. That's a little annoying, because that's why I picked up the potion to begin with, so I could see more fossils. I mean, how many I got? 100? I think I'm going to need a lot more than that, honestly. Let's let's open this up. Here, we're gonna try something a little different. See if I can shoot it just through that tiny hole. I don't think I can. All right, that's fine. Can I launch this in there? Oh, that works. The bell is overpowered. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Got our extractinator. I don't know if I'm gonna need any more fossils than this. Oh, definitely not. Oh my goodness, that was so many. That was amazing. I'll take it. Is there any like biome chests like there is in Calamity? Like in Calamity, you know, you go to the desert to get like the specific chest that spawns in the desert. I don't know if in Thorium that's a thing or not. I kind of hope it is, but at the same time, I know that may not necessarily be the case. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about how many fossils we have, so I think we're gonna go back to base. Especially now that we got a magic mirror. I don't know if I got that in the last episode or in between episodes, but I did a bunch of exploring and obviously went all the way down here. Found a weird tiny mushroom biome as well. Wanted to point that out. Oh. And before I forget, dang it, I need, oh goodness, what was it called? The star stuff. What is the star stuff? It's like, let's see if we can find it here. Arcane dust, that's what we need. So I need some arcane dust because someone mentioned something and I want to test it. We got a lot of those. Inspiration fragments. Why can't I make it? Why can't need? Oh, demon altar. Stupid demon altars. Oh, we just got the jeweler. Oh no, I want the. No, not the star. Arcane. And, no, that's stars. My brain ain't working. No, stop grabbing the same things then. Okay, there it is. And then we'll grab the thorium bars. So someone mentioned that I could keep using the inspiration fragments to get a buff. So I'm gonna go try that. We'll see if it works or not. I'm pretty sure it will. I think that, can I get over there? No. I think that it might be the case that it stacks, because it says it stacks up to 20, and I figured that's because you get different fragments throughout, but I think it's more that you can keep getting inspiration fragments, which if that is the case, what I may do, actually what I think might be the best thing to do before we go try the brain again, is to go down and get a bunch of thorium. All right, let's try it, see if it works. It totally does. All right, well, we got enough stars, so I think what we go do, how many of that so that would be my third one, right? So inspiration. So yeah, up to 20. So I can do 17 more. So this gives me permanently increases max inspiration instrument use empowerment durations by 1 point. So that's getting up to a huge percentage there. Oh, that's actually a huge buff. All right, so while we have a little bit of Spelunker, I'm gonna go quickly look for some thorium, which we had found previously. Is this the way we went down before? Crap, no. All right, let's go back to base. Let's go get, you know what? Let's go buy another Spelunker potion. We're gonna go get some thorium in order to no, that's the wrong one. In order to find more of this. I think I can only afford like one of these. Maybe if I sell some of this stuff. Actually, let's make the desert fossil stuff real quick. So I need to put the extractinator in our crafting. What do I take out? Probably the loom for the time being. And then we'll dump this in there. Actually, I don't even know if that works that way. Let's just do it the classic way. Pull this stuff out. Come over here, put you on the ground. I think maybe just because I'm probably gonna leave this down and forget about it, let's put it down here because it looks right to have it down here in comparison. And then we'll take this and, oh yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of money from this too. That'll be nice. Okay, so we got 19 sturdy fossils And in order to make the sitar, we need 8. So we have plenty. Warrior class, thrower, just making sure that we're all good on that front. And then with the amber, yeah, we don't need the amber for anything. Cool. All right, so let's go make us a sitar, which, oh my goodness, I keep dodging on accident, which actually should be quite good for us. May end up being the weapon that we use for the Brain of Cthulhu. So sitar, bam. Oh, it's supersonic. Awesome. Swap it out with that. And let's see here. So what does it do? Releases a mysterious surge of sound, does it? Oh, okay. Playing empowers players with the bonus Invincibility Frames 2. Does 21 symphonic damage. Uses 1 inspiration. Okay, cool. What are these supposed to be? Oh, that's like extra. Okay, I see how it works. That allows us to fire far more than before. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and buff. Let's go look for some thorium. There's a gilded lichen. How much damage we can do with this? It's not bad. Is the... I don't know if that's better or not. It's hard to tell because it was bouncing around there pretty crazily. I think all of the thorium and stuff we found was over here, right? All right, I'm gonna go that direction and see if we can find the thorium. Oh, you know what? I think I can actually loot this stuff too. Heck yeah. By the way, I did hit the magic storage up with an upgrade, which is because I was at 240 out of 240, so I hit one of them up and used the rest of my Crimtane bars that I had available. All right, there's some thorium. Remember, it's only 2 per, 2 bars per what we need. So ideally, I mean, how many ore makes a bar? 4. Yeah, ideally we're able to get enough here. I think I also need enough to make the anvil. I don't think I've done that. So that's also a possibility. Yeah, actually I'm thinking, ooh, that was a lot of thorium there. I'm thinking back to looking at our crafting interface just a moment ago. I definitely did not have, I just had a normal iron, so I'm gonna have to make that as well. How many bars is that? Oh, it's not even bars, it's 10 ore. Well, I'm gonna get that from this. But hey, you know what? If we can max out on the inspiration fragments, like that's a huge increase in our capabilities, our fighting capabilities. There's like a huge chunk of it over there that I'm trying to get to before our potion wears off. So if I can get all of this, that should be enough for quite a bit. But I may end up going back for another spelunker potion real quick and seeing if we could get even more of this. I kind of do. Like this has been so easy to get so far. I kind of do want to just max out the buffs that we get from it. All right, so first things first. We needed what? Just an anvil. All right, so what is it called? Thorium Infill. Okay, easy peasy. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna take our anvil. We're gonna make a new one. If I can get things in. Okay, thorium anvil. Cool, get that there. Now we can make thorium bars, right? Yeah, how many can we make? Quite a bit. Man, that is a lot. Okay, so then, do we have enough arcane dust? I just dumped it all back in there next to arcane dust. Cool. Now let's head over to that demonic altar, which is in such a weird spot. I might just make a quick little dig down to it. I think it might be a little bit easier to do. And then from there, we'll be able to make a bunch of those fragments. All right, let's make a bunch of these. 10, that's pretty good. I think I can only hold 10. So, oh, it won't let me use anymore. This is up to a max of 20. Oh, wait. I'm confused. Why wouldn't it let me use any more? I'm only allowed to use 10. Because our... Oh, okay, I see. It is... Oh, because I was at a max of 10. I used 10. It's now a max... Oh, that's confusing. They could have written that a little bit different. That's the difference. Oh, you like my hole, by the way? I call this my demon hole. The thing is... when it comes to game design, and this is something that I've talked about in Blood Moon, seriously, this is something I've talked about in things like Mass Effect and whatnot. But when it comes to game design with developing language, you have to consider the fact that the language you're using in like items and abilities and how they work is actually you essentially developing a language to communicate with the players. So if you say to a maximum of 20, it sounds like what you're saying is that you will be able to go up to 20 on them, right? That's what makes sense. And it should say that you can use it a maximum amount of times. You can use this 10 times, because then it wouldn't communicate the player or it wouldn't confuse the player rather, like it was doing to me about, hey, I didn't know I could use this multiple times. I figured it was a one-time thing, right? So it removes the confusion there, and it also lets you know that without communicating it in an unclear way, it's saying, hey, you can get 10 inspiration from this. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, right? So the same thing goes with creating language in games and I don't mean like a, you're not creating an elven language, right? What I mean is you're creating language that communicates certain things, like one common term that has been used a lot is like AoE, which stands for area of effect, right? It's an ability that affects an area that whatever you're using it in, right? That is a term. AoE is a term that game developers have decided to use and that gamers have taken on because it is a term. It is a piece of language that designers have come up with, and that whole concept of creating common language for players to understand what you're trying to communicate is such a weird, obscure thing. But when you understand what's going on there, once you realize that, that the word damage, this weapon does how much damage? It does 18 damage. That means that when I hit a target, it's going to do approximately 18 life damage against them. It's going to take their life down about 18. But that doing 18 damage is a specific RPG term that came from, tabletop RPGs back in the day and has been the terminology, the language for it has been adopted by gamers of all types. Isn't that crazy? All of this stuff is just so different than you might imagine. The fact that language and the way you communicate with your players, what's going on, is an active part of development. And once you realize that is the case, you suddenly realize all of the language that you have adopted naturally just by being a part of playing games. It's really weird. And now you're never going to be able to unsee it or unhear it. This bell is insane for defending against a Blood Moon. And now that we have all this inspiration and inspiration regeneration, so hard to say, is it's making this way easier. I'm just going back and forth, dropping a couple of flowers, letting things die as they walk into it. I feel like I'm playing a tower defense. Actually, you know what it feels like? It feels like I'm playing Dungeon Defenders in a weird way. That's not something that I would have necessarily compared gameplay of in Terraria, minus the Dungeon Defenders event thing that you could do, the Eternia crystals. But it's just weird. It does feel like I'm playing Dungeon Defenders, having to do triage on oh, this side is kind of wavering because a bunch of things are getting through and I gotta clear it off. Finally, it's done. Also, does the sitar I think it does pierce quite a lot. I think the sitar is going to be our weapon of choice for the Brain of Cthulhu, which we're about to go do. So let's clean up all this stuff on the ground. I'm going to make some sails real quick. So let's go get rid of a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to keep the banners just because, I don't know, I just am. I have a ton of unholy shards, so I'm going to get rid of those. We'll sell those. Okay. We can dump the rest in here. Oh, actually, I want to get rid of severed hands as well. Boop. Not a huge monetary increase, but it's better than nothing, right? And then we'll dump all that in. We're at 251 out of 280, so I'm definitely going to need to upgrade those when I get to the Brain of Cthulhu dead. So let's buy our buffs. Let's see here. We got our standard stuff that we need, right? Those are like the go-tos. Definitely Heart Reach potion here. Yeah, I'm going to take a Thorns potion, a Shine potion, and a Night Owl potion for my own sanity. And I think that's good. I think that's all we're going to need. Okay. If I go to the thorium stuff, is there anything I need here? Increase all attack speeds by 8%. Actually, that's quite good. Let's go ahead and get that. Then, I don't know. Do I want anything else? Oh, this seems kind of nice. Increase your damage by 15%, but causes damage over time. It's tough. I think, yeah, I think we're good with what we got for now. So we're just going to use all these buffs, including the glowing souffle, which is mostly for the armor stuff that we're going to get. Oh, I need to quickly come in over here and swap. Oh, actually, I just put my guitar pick away. I didn't mean to, because I put on the tuner, because the tuner was more effective at killing those things since I was using the bell, which is a percussive instrument. So let's go guitar pick. Bam. You know, I could re-roll some of this. I don't got the gold. I'm not gonna waste our gold on something like that. So we're just gonna move over. We've got mouthpiece, plunger mute. Yeah, I don't need any of that. We're just gonna use the sitar, I think. And mostly because the sitar, I think, pierces more targets. And right at the beginning of that fight, that's what we need. And then, honestly, switching to the pan flute, maybe the weapon of choice for actually killing the brain after that, because it does a lot of damage. It's insane. Like look at this. Hey, slime, get back over here. Ooh. Like it just shreds things. I go through my inspiration like crazy, but it does shred things. All right, let's go ahead and hit that buff, hit those buffs. And use that. All right, come here, buddy. Let's do this. Actually, we're starting off in a pretty good spot. Not having to be down in one of the holes. Oh, and the fact that we've actually got the, what you would call it, the rocket boots now. It's gonna help out a little bit. I want to kill that spider. Wait for my inspiration. I don't know. Let's try the loot. It's hard to tell which one is better. I feel like I can use the loot more, maybe. Oh, it's so hard to tell what is better and what isn't. It really is a tough choice. Look, this is working for us. We're just gonna stick with it. Let's get our inspiration back. Give us a bunch of these. Wait for the regeneration. I noticed that the regeneration happens very quickly after you've stopped attacking for a moment. Something to consider. This is going way better. And we're essentially using the same setup minus having good old, oh, I hate the confusion. This makes you run the wrong direction. All right, pan flute maybe? Well, if we're gonna go with the pan flute, I need the mouthpiece. Okay, here we go. Let's fly. Oh my goodness. I hate the Brain of Cthulhu. It's so annoying to deal with. He's putting confusion on me, so I keep having to use the opposite. Actually, you know what'll help? Is if I just look at the map. It really does help. Oh my goodness, get away. Yeah, I need the guitar pick back. I'm going back to the guitar. Put that down. Okay, get off my booty. No. What's that? I got 20 seconds on a buff. Okay, let's get our regeneration. Oh, I don't remember which one is which. All right, that's right. I gotta look at the map. Oh my goodness. That was so intense. Can we get out of here? Ooh, we got Brain of Cthulhu mask. Let's GTFO. I hate that boss. That's why I like the worm way better. All right, we got a Brain of Cthulhu trophy though. Our trophies are going to be set up in all of our little houses here, but I think for the time being, I'm just going to toss it right there. I think I have other trophies that I've gotten that I haven't used yet. All right, so let's get in here. Let's favorite that. Let's deposit all. We're going to make crimson bars, right? A lot of them. That'll do. And then we're going to make jester armor, which we need. What for? Why do I not? Oh, I need stupid silk. All right, fine. Silk. How much silk can I make? A lot. All right, jester armor. Jester. Here we go. Jester leggings. Bam. Jester mask. Bam. And jester shirt. Bam. All right, so we're going from 17 defense, although that is with our current buffs. So keep that in mind. To 26. That's a pretty nice increase. 11% increase symphonic crit chance. The set bonus is symphonic critical strikes ring a bell over your head, slowing all nearby enemies briefly. Ooh, that's cool. This also gives us 20% chance to empower our players with the bonus life regeneration and increases inspiration regeneration by 5%. Oh, that feels good. I feel like we are crushing it. What's next? Queen Jellyfish? Oh, Queen Jellyfish ain't gonna be no thing. I say that jokingly because actually I really suck at that fight. There's one more thing I need to do. I need to make a few more upgrades here. So upgrade. Before I do this, I don't believe there is there's the Shadewood Tambourine, right? Do I want it? Not really. I think actually I can also make the Alchemist Charm tier 2. Ooh, that's tempting. No, let's make some upgrades. I have one, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Because I need the space. Why is it not working? There we go. Weird. It wasn't working before. You have to right click on it. It was not working when I was just holding it. That brings us up to 480. Man, that's just like doubled our space. That was really nice. Then, one last thing before I forget is to dump this Alchemist Charm in here. Buy the second one, or make the second one. So it just increases our buff duration and discount to the brewer and everything. Oh, this is going so well. I'm very happy with our progress today.